Welcome back.
Hi.
Hi, we watched a movie.
Well, we watched 2 movies today, but one of them just came out.
Yeah. We're gonna have to wait 10 years for my opinion on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
No, we won't have to wait 10 years for your opinion on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. You could have told me your opinion on that 12 years ago.
Oh, so just Power Rangers?
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers?
Yes. No, I would like to hear your opinions on Snatch, though.
I love this movie.
Okay.
This is
Why?
a feel good in air quotes.
Yeah, the feel-good comedies of the year 2000.
Feel good comedies of Guy Ritchie?
Yeah, I mean, he had, like, really vulgar and violent comedies.
I prefer him to Tarantino.
No, that's fair.
And I don't know, I like this and Lock, Stock. They're both movies I could watch at any time.
See, I've watched Lock, Stock a couple times, and actually, now I've probably seen about both movies 3 times.
Okay.
And I can't get past the color cast on Lock, Stock. Like, everything is this kind of weird sepia amber that I just can't get past.
Which was his film style choice for that movie.
That was his style, and I didn't like it.
And this one is the quick takes.
Yeah, a lot of quick takes, but the color balance was right.
It was better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like the sequence of the dude from, is it Avi from New York?
Yeah, Dennis Farina.
Yes.
Is he a real actor?
Dennis Farina?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Law & Order. Like, whoa.
He was one of the detectives.
Yes.
He was one of the cast members on Law & Order.
He was during the opening credits. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I'm tired.
It's alright, you had a long day.
I did, of naps. And bad movies.
I don't say they were both bad.
So, how do you feel about Guy Ritchie? Because really the only Guy Ritchie movies I've seen are The Lock, Stock and Snatch.
Okay, so
Are you looking at trivia?
I'm looking at his directing credits.
Okay.
And it looks like Lock, Stock, and Snatch were his first 2 movies.
Well, and he wrote this. Did he write Lock, Stock?
I believe so.
Okay.
And what else do you do? Swept Away, Revolver.
Well, his next movie...
Rock and Rolla.
Wasn't his next movie the one he made, like, specifically with Madonna?
What It Feels Like for a Girl, which was a video short. Star was a short... I think, was that like a BMW commercial or something?
Yeah.
Swept Away in 2002.
Is Swept Away the one with Madonna?
It was... Looks like it was universally panned.
Well, yeah.
It had a Metascore of 18. Yes.
Okay.
That was the one starring Madonna. And Rock and Roll, Sherlock Holmes 2, Man from U.N.C.L.E. It looks like he's doing Sherlock Holmes 3, the live-action Aladdin, rumored.
What?
And King Arthur, Legend of the Sword.
Which we saw the
preview
for today.
Yeah, the trailer, and...
I might be interested in seeing that.
I have a feeling that his more current work is going to be more represented by his recent work. So, like, we have Sherlock Holmes to watch.
Okay.
We have access to Sherlock Holmes.
Right.
I've seen that one, and I didn't care for it.
Is it because he's becoming too mainstream? Like, this is kind of like the early Kevin Smith.
Uh-huh. Where it's like, okay, I still have huge restraints that I need to operate under.
And all of the passion.
Mm-hmm. And now it's, I have all of the budget I can spend?
Yeah.
Great. This'll be... you don't have to make any hard calls?
Right.
You don't have to say, this is not gonna work. We need to slap something together.
Somehow Sting was in his first movie.
Right? You probably owed him some money or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but who else was in that?
In Lock, Stock?
Yeah.
I don't remember. We actually have to watch that for the show because I like that movie.
It's fine that you like it.
That's the whole point of this little show we have here, honey.
I know.
So what don't you like? Like, what is it about... I mean, I understand making you watch Lock, Stock is going to be hard because of the whole color thing.
It is.
What did you think of the filmography in this one?
I liked this one. I still mostly liked it.
Okay.
It maybe hasn't... I'm not the same person I was when I saw this in 2000 to 2003.
Okay.
So, like, the
F words that get thrown around?
That doesn't bother me so much as the disparaging use, the slurs that were used.
That's the F word I was referring to.
Oh, yeah, that. Like, oh, no, you can say fuck all you want. That
right, no, I wasn't referring to the fuck
word. The other F word.
Yes.
And not feminist.
Right.
Or, like, all of the... slang terms for genitalia that they were using. Like,
excuse me?
I don't drop the C word.
Okay.
Like they were dropping the C word.
Okay. But your, like, second favorite thing in the world is to use all of the different slangs for all of the different body parts. Like, all of the time.
Well, that's just between you and me. That's our special thing. That's our little secret.
Not anymore.
Great.
Oh my god. So is it the use of the F word and the use of the C word you don't like?
Yeah, I mean...
And that sort of falls under my Quentin Tarantino's love of the N word.
Yeah. It's like, man, you really, really love that word.
Yeah.
That's... Well, I think... I don't want to draw too many parallels between Tarantino and Guy Ritchie, because... Have we done any Tarantino films for the show?
I don't think so. Pulp Fiction's on the list, but that's just...
Yeah.
Because it kind of has to be.
We have to find someone who hasn't seen it yet. I feel like... Like, yeah, I already established that, like, Richie got just complacent in his filmmaking.
Yeah.
It's like... It's not that he's not trying hard, it's just that he's not having, like, the groundbreaking or weird ideas that he used to.
No, he's taking mainstream projects.
Yeah. And that is the curse of success.
Well, with Sherlock and even King Arthur, those are established stories.
Yeah.
So it's hard to deviate.
Right, you get boxed in a little harder.
Yeah.
But I mean there are people who don't do that quite as hard.
Yeah.
Like, Christopher Nolan comes to mind.
Okay.
It's like, he just makes weird shit. Like, hey, I will gladly make you 2 more Batman movies if you let me make a weird thing.
Yeah.
Like, are these 2 Batman movies going to make us 2 mountains worth of money? Yes? Yeah, make whatever you want, buddy.
Yeah.
And that's how we got Inception.
Oh. That makes sense.
Which is pretty weird.
Yeah. I watched that. I slept to that on a plane.
I think we watched that in the tiny office back at the last place.
The theater?
The closet.
The
yes.
theater?
Yes, the theatre.
I don't remember watching that with you.
It's because you fell asleep. I think you didn't like it.
Because it was playing on when I was coming home from Germany.
Okay.
It was playing on their in-house movie thing, and I plugged in my headphones and fell asleep to Inception on the plane.
Okay. Yeah, that might be one to revisit.
I'm down. Doesn't that have Gordon Levitt in it?
Yeah, it's got a huge cast. Joe Gord is in it.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Ellen Page, Michael Caine.
This is one of my favorite Pitt movies.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, this and Fight Club.
Like this, Fight Club 7, like, yeah, his mid to late 90s work.
Yeah.
Mid 90s to, early 2000s.
Yeah.
I could also see Ocean's 11.
I like that less for Brad Pitt and more for the ensemble cast. Mm-hmm. He just fit well in with that cast.
Right.
But I don't see the Ocean's movies as, like, Brad Pitt movies. This is a Brad Pitt movie.
Okay.
As a lead.
Yeah, and, what else was I thinking?
What's in the box?
No, The Prestige. Back to Christopher Nolan movies.
Right. That was his mainstream, or that was his weird?
No, that was another one that he did.
I like that movie.
I want to say that was before any of the Batman. Yeah, because we did that last year.
Yep.
And Batman Begins was 2006, 7, or 8. I don't know. I can look it up.
Okay.
Inception was 2010.
Yeah. So we wouldn't have seen it in your theater.
Right.
For a while.
Maybe not. Anyway, back to Snatch.
Yes. I like the pikey talk.
The pikey talk.
I like the pikey talk. I did not realize that the pikey talk was a fake thing.
Batman Begins was 2005. Fascinating.
Or?
No, but it's... I believe that the, assorted Romani peoples, which is what I think that's the term they prefer.
Okay.
And not being called gypsies.
Or pikeys.
Or pikeys. Pikers.
Right.
Because those all have, I suppose every version of that has a negative connotation to it.
Yes.
I think they kind of have a bit of a code language.
Well, yeah.
Or just a certain dialect.
Right. But the specific pikey talk was made up.
Yeah. How different is that really from just being one of them Iron Rangers?
Well, yeah, but...
Don't you know?
It was specific to it was a specific FU to the critics of Lock, Stock who didn't think that the characters there were understandable.
They weren't.
I understand that movie. I understand pikey talk.
I'm happy for you. I don't. I try.
Yeah.
I got a lot of it, but
yeah. No, that's like no problem, which I think is funny.
Yes. Just big stretch.
Big stretch. I don't know. It's not an overly complicated movie. It's not. It's complex. It's layered
because there's a lot of different. Like, there's a lot of different points of view on the same narrative, which is a theme I like. Mm-hmm. And that works with ensemble casts.
Yes.
Like this.
Yes, which is probably what this plays to that for me a lot. I like big casts with very structured individuals.
Okay. Speaking of layers and ensemble casts and British movies, semi-related to this one, have you seen or heard of a movie called Layer Cake?
No.
Okay. I want to say Matthew Vaughn, who was the producer on this one, directed it.
Okay.
And it's kind of... I don't want to say that it's in the same universe, but it's a similar kind of shit is all over the map.
Right.
Kind of a weird, frantic thing. And it had... Oh, Christ, was it? Yeah, that was his first one. Cool. What's his name from James Bond? Daniel Craig was in it. Like that was his movie before James Bond.
Oh, that's kind of what put him on the map.
Well, I don't know if it's what put him on the map, because I think he was just on the map anyway. But it's like, oh, he can play that kind of a part.
Ah,
like that is a man in a tuxedo who shoots a lot of shit.
And that's the theme they were going for?
Well, yeah, and it was... Oh, Christ, it's got Tom Hardy in it, too? Cool. And Bern Gorman.
Nice.
So, yeah, I think we'll probably watch that one soon. See, sorry I'm not going to have, like, too much to say about this movie specifically, okay. But it evokes a lot of other things for me. But anyway.
Apparently Mr. Pitt also was thrown by the whole C word.
Oh, yeah. Because, like, I guess in England, it's not that big. It is a less big deal than it is here.
It's the equivalent of dick.
Yeah, or just... Because
calling somebody a dick is not nearly as calling somebody the C word.
I don't know about dick, but more like asshole.
Yeah.
Like, you can call your friends assholes, kind of. Like, if you're those kind of friends. Like, can I get you assholes anything?
Yeah.
And then I'm now thinking of, like, the first thing that Nick says in Shaun of the Dead.
Okay.
Can I get you guys any drinks? Like, oh, okay, I get it now. Like,
yeah.
That's the context.
Yes.
It's like, I'm not, like, dropping the C-bomb because I am a horrible individual. I'm just referring to you guys in this colloquial thing that we all agree on.
Right, like, that's what I mean. Like, when I tell you to stop being a dick all the time.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's that it doesn't have the same reaction, Not
the same power.
Right.
Yeah. And that's...
Just like bloody over there is...
Oh, well, yeah, way worse.
And us, it's just a mess on the floor.
Yeah. Ugh, English. What a garbage language.
True facts. So, I like this movie.
Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of parts of it that I liked.
It's diverse. It has not white people in it.
It has a fair number of not white people who... I think being black in English movies, or in movies from England or the UK, isn't as big a deal as it is here.
Because they're better at it than we are?
Well, I think because the society of the UK has integrated racial minorities better.
Because they're usually there by choice versus being dragged there by force?
Yeah, there's some of that. As someone who's watched The Abolitionists today, or took a nap during that.
Yep. It's a good series, American Experience or
American
something.
Experience.
On PBS, you should watch it. So yeah, I can see how that might be a little bit easier.
Well, and, the UK has a much longer history of stuff.
Yes.
They, it's like,
international travel.
You don't speak English? That's great, because there's only 70 miles between us and Europe.
Yeah.
Versus, you don't speak English? You're a dirty foreigner.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, did you just take the train in?
Yeah. How is Paris this morning?
Yeah. So, it passes the diversity. Mm-hmm. It doesn't pass the Bechdel.
Nope. Because there's hardly any named characters.
There's the daughters.
There's Ma'am. Like Ma'am O'Neill.
And his mom.
Yeah. And the daughters who never speak to each other.
No. They just speak at their dad.
Mm-hmm.
So it fails the Bechdel.
Mm-hmm, yeah. And that is a shame.
Yeah, well.
But, I'm hardly surprised that kind of action-y directors aren't great at...
Don't take the time for the dialogue.
Don't take time for the dialogue between two women.
Or, substantive dialogue? Yes, in general.
Yeah.
If it's a shoot-it-up movie, you don't really have to pay a lot into that.
Yeah, it's like, what can we do to get to the next action scene?
Yeah.
And, I mean, is it really that different with a comedy? Is it what can we do to get to the next joke?
Yeah. And it depends on what the... I mean, the center of this movie is that diamond.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And so it's basically an entire movie of hot potato.
Yeah. I mean, that's not unlike the Maltese Falcon.
Which I actually haven't seen.
Okay. Yeah,
There's enough cultural references that I get it.
We were talking about MacGuffins earlier today because there was the bar in the theater was called MacGuffins.
Yeah.
And I chuckled and then kind of shook my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have the diamond here. And that would have actually been a good example had I brought that up this morning.
Well, now you could reference here.
Do. Would you watch this again?
Duh.
I would let it play.
Yeah, I like it. I own the movie, actually. I own the DVD.
Okay.
So, it is always available for me to watch.